Hello. A quick word this morning about outrageousness. Some of the clients that I've spoken to and looked at what are their dreams, what are their wants, where are they now in their life, and where do they want to go? But also looking at what got them started. So I'm looking at where do they want to go in the future, but where did they begin? And when I speak to them in addressing how they started, what they wanted. The clients I most enjoy, most thoroughly enjoy, are the visionary leaders. Those leaders who had an idea that was theoretically outrageous, that was something others hadn't tried yet. It may have been a new way of looking at something that's always existed, but they wanted to approach it a different way. Or they had a new use for something that was always there. Or they just wanted to come up with something that was a thought in their head that made perfect sense, and they wanted to create it. They wanted to implement it. If it's a service, they wanted to share it. If it was a product, they wanted to develop it. But the visionary leaders who were inspired by their outrageous thoughts, they were inspired by their idea that hadn't been done, or that hadn't been done in the way they were doing it. Or I know for myself, when I started my school in integrative healthcare, it was all written off as making no sense. It was, I had a PhD, and they're saying, "You're so intelligent. Why are you doing this?" Because I know it's the right thing to do. That was the end of the story. There was nothing to debate, nothing to discuss. I knew for me, it was exactly the right thing for me to do at that moment in time. When you have a vision and you go for it, and others are questioning your sanity or questioning something about you, and you do it anyway, the greatest quality is that willingness to be outrageous, that willingness to think out of the box, that willingness to say, "I believe in my mission, I believe in my vision, I believe in where I want to go." When I speak to them, my clients that I love working with, working with visionary leaders excites me no end. That especially starting off, because normally when they hire me, they've lost sight of their vision, or it's intellectually they're aware of it, but it's the passion, the purpose, the vibrancy, the aliveness, the thing that feeds them is gone. And that is almost heartbreaking. And they'll say, "Well, yeah, but life does that to you." No, it doesn't. Experiences does that to you. No, they don't. What ends up happening is that it becomes difficult to sustain your vision, your passion, your vibrancy, your aliveness, when it seems as if all you're doing is focusing on the struggle, focusing on the implementation, focusing on making it happen. And at some point, you get so lost in the vision that it begins to disappear, and all you see is the business. You've got this great business, highly successful business, or somewhat successful business. That's all relative. It depends on how you see it. But a business that's quite successful, it's been around for a long period of time, you're making more money than you ever imagined making. And yet the vision is back there somewhere. It's back in the past, or it's just an intellectual awareness. The gift that I bring to the table and what I love to do is reminding you of what that vision felt like, what that passion felt like, what that vibrancy felt like to know you could make something happen. It may be that that vision sustained you for years and you've outgrown it and you're ready for the next one. But a visionary is a visionary, somebody who is an out-of-the-box thinker, who is absolutely outrageous. Outrageousness can get us in trouble on occasion, but, well, you get used to getting in trouble on occasion because of it. But what also happens is that sometimes we outgrow the dream, we outgrow the vision, and we need to have permission to look at the next one. What's the next vision? What's the next dream you have? Where's the next place you want to go? What parts of you do you want to develop? What traits? What gifts? Always recognizing that the most powerful, the most inspiring, and the most enjoyable was your outrageousness, was your ability to think out of the box. When that's been lost because you have theoretically become a pragmatist, to take your business to the next level. Remember that life didn't do that to you. Somewhere along the way, you chose to give up that outrageousness. You chose to focus on other qualities that are maybe all of them phenomenal qualities to possess. But the core that is truly defining who you are would be the outrageousness, the out-of-the-box thinker, that person who is so filled with vibrancy and passion and aliveness. We never outgrow that. We can lose touch with it, but we never outgrow it. It may be time to come on back as you're ending this year and as you're preparing for next. It may be the one quality you want to revive, you want to bring back alive again, because you'll be bringing back your soul. You'll be bringing back the essence of who you are as an outrageous individual, as an out-of-the-box thinker. They're amazing gifts we don't want to lose touch with. If you need help with that, give me a call or drop me a line, Dorothy at AskDrDorothy.com.